Hey yo, what's going on, guys? It's MRGang here. Welcome back to another toy review by yours truly. And today we have yet another Lego review for you guys, and quite the interesting one at that. Today we are taking a look at the Lego Technic Deep Sea Research Submarine. Yes, so finally something else from the Technic theme that isn't a car, helicopter, or plane. That's nice for a change. Anyhow, so taking a look at the box here, of course you do get our lovely Lego Technic logo up there, with of course a awesome CG render of the research submarine doing submarine stuff. Of course over here we do get the set number 42201, DC Research Submarine, and this has 413 pieces. So not a bad piece count, especially given how much the asking price was for this set, at least at the time of release. Of course, here we do got the Lego Technic logo once again. And on the back of the box, we get another sort of look at the Deep Sea Research Submarine, with of course a bunch of different little captions here showing off the play features, which of course we'll take a look at in more detail in just a bit. And of course over here we do get the Lego Technic logo once again, and we get another sort of side profile look at the submarine itself. And then on the top, we do get the Lego logo up there. Nice side profile look of the submarine, and we do get a 1:1 scale reference image for one of the pieces in the set, so that is pretty nice. Oh, and of course on the bottom a whole bunch of logos and legal jargon, but that's kind of par for the course for Lego Technic, isn't it? So with that being said, let's go ahead and clear some room real quick. And let's go ahead and take a look now at the Deep Sea Research Submarine itself. And, well, it's a submarine, alright. But, before we take a look at the submarine itself, we gotta take a look at its accessories, of course, which the set only includes one, and that is this little guy right here. So, this is supposed to be, I believe, some sort of waste container of some kind. Of course, you do get some very nice sticker detail on there, a bunch of warning signs and a bunch of like rust details going on. And yeah, pretty neat little container. Very simple, but very effective. Alright, back to the submarine itself. So, first and foremost, I do appreciate the size of this thing, as it is quite a bit smaller than I thought it was going to be. But to be fair, could have been a little bit bigger. Anyway, starting off with the front of the submarine here, we do get some very nice detail on the front. Of course, we do get this very nice sort of bubble windscreen with some very nice built-in controls and just overall just interior detail going on here. And as the box did show off, you can in fact open the front. So just pop it open. It's on these little ratchet joints in the base of the little cockpit piece here, so just open that up and you get access to the driver's seat, which does have some very nice sticker detail in there as well, like that. Then of course, spinning around, or before I spin around to the front, we do have to mention all of the different headlights on here, because you got two big lamps up here, then you get these four up there, and then two more lights down here. So very effective, especially given the fact this is designed for deep sea research. It does work quite well. Of course, on the top as well, you do get some nice ventilation details up there as well. And that's pretty much it for the front. Moving on to the side now, you can see a lot of different piece construction going on here, which we'll talk more about that here in a bit. But we do get some more sticker detail going along the side. And of course you do get a whole bunch of different gears and whatnot, which will all come to play with the main feature of this set, which again we will look at in a bit. But something else I should note here is for eagle-eyed viewers here, this little logo up here, the Sub 86. Now this, to most I'm sure probably went over your heads, but to eagle-eyed Lego fans, you might recognize this logo as the Aqua Raiders logo. Yeah, another aquatic theme that I'm surprised Lego doesn't talk about anymore. But hey, a nice callback to Aqua Raiders, even if it is a little bit random. But anyhow, Moving right along, you get some more sticker detail as we spin around to the back now. You can see a couple of these little tanks right here for oxygen. And of course you get some propeller detail going on there. With some more stickers, and again some more references to Aqua Raiders here on the back, Sub 86 on the back there. And of course on this side, pretty much ditto for the other side. And you do get some more sticker detail going on the little fins here. So, what other play features does this set have? Well, first and foremost, let's turn our attentions to the back here. Because on the back, if we can actually take a look here, we do get this little gear up here, which, sorry about that. So, as I was saying, we do have this little gear at the top there, which looks pretty inconspicuous, but if you turn it, as you'll notice on the front, the propellers will spin. But not just the front propellers, but the rear propeller will spin as well. Pretty nice little play feature. But what's cool as well is that you can actually pivot, because there's actually a joint right here on the back, so you can actually pivot the propellers. You can actually move them up and down. Pretty cool feature. And what's nice too is even when it's in the pivoted position, you can still spin the propellers thanks to a universal joint in the base of the propeller there. Pretty cool play feature, if I do say so myself. But, as cool as that is, there's actually something even more interesting going on, and that, of course, involves this big gear up here. So I'm actually going to have to hold it from the back here so I can properly show this. But if you turn this gear, which, again, pay attention to all the garbled business going on down there, it all unhinges. And now you get this capture claw. Pretty interesting. And again, really smooth gimmick, just the way all those joints beautifully transition the claw out like that. Really awesome feature. Even if it uses a lot more parts than you would think for such a simple bit of motion. Anyhow, with the claw now activated, of course, you can now prop the ship up just like that. And this also doubles as a nice handle, so you can kind of swoosh it around. Because, I mean, who doesn't like swooshing things? But you also get this little gear right here for this grabber claw. And of course, if we grab our little accessory right here, you can actually pick it up with the grabber claw. So go in, and you just grab it like that, and then you can swoosh it off to wherever this submarine is designated to go. Pretty nifty. And what's nice too is even if you have the accessory grabbed in the claw, you can just simply rotate it back, and you can haul it off with the claw fully folded up. Although, of course, you do kind of have to grab it from here, otherwise you'll kind of mess with the mechanism right there. And then you can go swooshing off to wherever you need to be with this little craft. Pretty darn awesome feature. And probably one of the coolest features that Technic's done with these sort of smaller scale sets. Just absolutely fantastic. And then, of course, to reactivate it, I can just simply grab it right here and pull it right back out. Just saw a little worm gear on there. And then sit it like that. Absolutely fantastic. So with that, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this review on the Deep Sea Research Submarine. All in all, really solid little set. Although I'm sad there's not really much to talk about with this thing, since, well, it's a pretty small set, all things considered. But I think just for the gimmick and for the overall aesthetic, I think is great. And, I mean, come on. That has to be one of the coolest play features they've done in one of these small-scale Technic sets. Absolutely fantastic. So with that, guys, if you guys did enjoy this review, then please make sure to drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and ring that notification bell so that way you guys get notified for all my uploads. Later, Squad, and have a good one.